listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of LOA Recon. So, I will be the first to admit that sometimes I speak in extreme ways. I'm kind of known for being a little over the top on occasion, but I'm not going to lie. I just ate one of the best chocolate cupcakes I've ever had in my entire life. It was so good. Triple chocolate. It was so moist, so rich. Had a little bit too much frosting on the top, but I didn't eat all of it. It was a sort of cupcake that makes you glad to be alive. Not exaggerating. Really, really good. Okay, so I've got something a little different today for your consideration. So we conscious creators know that the trick to manifesting what we want is just to get ahead of it vibrationally, to be willing to feel it before it's so. That's what makes it happen, our willingness to go there first vibrationally. Actually, I think what's really happening is that everything that could happen, it's happening on some level, but it's our willingness to tune to the frequency of what we want. That's how we experience the version we like best. So it's all already out there for us, but the one we experience is the vibration we're willing to be. So anything that makes us feel what we want, that's potentially an effective manifesting process, right? Okay, with that in mind, I want to propose a different way to get in the vibration of what you want. Maybe some of you are already doing this. And before I share it, let me just say that what I'm going to talk about is a little bit like, you know how when you put a pencil between your lips and just doing that, it makes you feel better? You know, when you put the pencil in your teeth? Not in your teeth. You know what I'm talking about? Because it puts your muscles into the shape of a smile. And even though you're not really smiling, you're just holding a pencil in your mouth. But it makes you feel better. Like they've done studies on this. It actually... just pretending to smile, we're putting your mouth in the shape of the smile, makes you feel better. Even though it's for a different reason, it affects how you feel. So this manifesting method is sort of like that, except we're kind of using the pencil in a different way. I'm talking about how we write, specifically how we sign our names. I'll bet that if you've kept a traditional journal over the years, not a prayer rain journal, but a traditional one where you just write about, how you're feeling, what's going on in the day, etc., you probably already know that your handwriting reflects your feelings, right? Because you can look back on old entries over the years and without even reading the words, you know which entries, you could tell what your mood was when you were writing that. Like if you were super sad or super upset, or when you were really happy. In fact, we could tell the same thing even about a stranger's handwriting. You know, sometimes when you see someone's handwriting for the first time and it gives you clues. You don't have to be a graphologist to pick up clues about what a person has going on based on how they write. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, in fact, here's a quote from one handwriting expert. He was talking about how you can tell whether someone is anxious based on their handwriting because, this is what he said, your handwriting is the written externalization of the vibrant activity going on inside you. Yeah, like what we're feeling inside, it affects how we're writing. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I could use my handwriting the same way that you could use a pencil in the teeth to make you happier. If I learned what my happy signature was, or my ridiculously rich signature was, or my I just found Mr. Right signature, or whatever I wanted to manifest next, if I learned how that signature was different from the one that I make now in my present day self, then I have a better way into that other version of me who already has what she wanted just by signing my name the way she does. Am I making sense? Okay, so I did a little experiment, and I would not recommend that you try this at home. I'll tell you why. I was wondering if there was really anything to this idea. So I tested it out by putting myself in different vibrational states and then signing my name when I really got into the feeling of each of those different states. Like the first one, I signed my name as someone who just got foster kittens and is so excited to play with them. This is before I ate the chocolate cupcake. I probably could have used that too. But I really did just get foster kittens. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how excited I am to go to the kitten room on my breaks. Good Lord, it is so fun. Okay, so it was easy to put myself in that state. It was really easy and really fun. And in that vibrational state, I signed my name. And that signature, it was bold and it was enthusiastic and it was big. Like it was vibrant and it was powerful. It commanded the page. That was a girl with some presence who was happy to be here. At least that's what it looked like to me. And then, I signed my name as someone who just got fired from a job they wanted. I just got a call from a friend who was not going good at work. And so I could kind of feel what he had going on. And I practiced that feeling because that seemed like an easy one to get into since I'd just talked to someone who was flowing it. And that signature, when I signed my name that time, it was small and it was constrained and a little bit self-conscious, like it didn't have any slant at all. And my signature almost always slants to the right. This one had no slant. It was like it was careful. Like it was afraid of getting kicked off the page. Oh, it wasn't. I mean, it's more legible, but not from a good vibration. Okay, and then I signed my name as someone who just fell in love. And that signature, it was curvy and it was expansive and it was free. That's how it felt to write it and to look at it. Okay, so I signed my name from a couple of different vibrational states. And even though you could tell that it was the same person signing the same name, I mean, they weren't like dramatically different, you could tell a difference in the signatures, in the way that they felt. You know what they say sometimes? Like if for graphologists in training, they say, can you tell I've studied this before? I really think I just like revealing mysteries. And this is one way to get inside a person's head. It's kind of cool. And they say to know how someone was feeling, trace over what they wrote. And you will feel what that person was writing when you were following their strokes. Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking, you know what? Even if your signature looks exactly the same in those different vibrational states, like in your normal ho-hum, it's just another day signature versus your I just hit the jackpot signature. Even if it looks exactly the same, it's still worth signing your name as the rich person or the successful author or the performer in high demand or the healthy person or happily in love person or whatever it is you want, because it's the vibration that makes the difference. So we could just use our signature as a way to get into that vibration. Like, how does a brilliant coach in high demand sign her name? So here's what I'm thinking of as the bottom line here. If my mood affects my signature, then let's do it the other way too. Let's let our signature affect our mood. Let's sign our name like we already got what we wanted, whatever that is and whatever that looks like. I think that's a vibration and a signature worth learning, if you ask me. But I still got a buzz from that chocolate cupcakes. And you know what? Even some of us were going to have to make up reasons to sign our name since we don't do it as often as we did back when we were writing checks and sending out handwritten letters. So even if you just get out a page and practice your signature, or maybe even have like a whiteboard on the fridge, or I don't know. If you make up reasons to sign your name, sign it as a person who already has what he or she wants. And we know what happens after that. Whatever ways we find to activate the energy of having what we want, universe hears it as an instruction to make it so for us. And that's what we experience. So yeah, I guess I'm saying I think we can write our way into it. We can sign our way into abundance and happiness and love or whatever else your heart desires. But seriously, please don't take my word for it. None of this stuff does any good if you don't practice some of what you hear in this podcast. Don't practice everything, just one or two things. That's all it takes to make a difference. But maybe try this one out for yourself and see if you get any traction with it. And maybe also think of other ways that you can start to embrace the energetic frequency of having what you want. Use your imagination and share your tips with me. Our signatures aren't the only way in to manifesting dreams come true. You know what? Before I sign off, I want to say a big thanks to Lucy and Mouse in the USA for their 5-star review on iTunes. It goes like this. I love this podcast. It often takes a while before I get a chance to listen to the latest one, but it always seems to be perfect timing for what I need to hear. Just listen to The Art of Sticking to Your Story. Oh, I did like that one. And not only was it perfect timing, I have saved it so it can be replayed throughout the year as a reminder of New Year's resolution of sorts. Thank you for the inspiration. Well, thank you for listening, Lucy and Mouse in the USA. And thanks to everyone else for the uplifting words that you share with me. It means the world to me. I'm wishing all of you lots of manifesting insights and inspirations as we continue our conscious creation journey together. Big love, everyone.